Hey everyone, back finally with another tutorial. Yep, so the next part finally. First thing we're going to do is, if you remember everything made on the frame here, which taught you the basics, excuse me, we're going to move all the assets, and just going to try to select all of them. We're going to copy them, and paste them off screen. But be sure to bring them closer together. Alright, that should be everything. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Yep, that's everything. And we're also going to grab the coding, go to the event editor and the basics, and you're going to take the enemy AI, the turret AI, and also this. Press Control while clicking to select all of this. Go to copy, go to frame 2, go to the event editor, and paste it. But for now, we are going to go down to activate or inactivate line so that the coding doesn't work whenever it's on. But we're gonna move this here because we won't need it just yet. Alright, once we have that ready, we could get started. Okay, so first things first, went ahead and did this already, but want to make sure that these objects that you dragged and dropped from frame 1, if you remember from that, make sure they're not created at start. Kind of reported that they aren't. And then we're gonna make another layer, and then we're gonna place 3 active objects on it. And shoot, I forgot. I have a grid set up now. So default, it's 32 by 32. The color is red, I believe, and snapshot and show grid are not selected. What we're gonna want to do is 64 by 64, then snap 2, then show grid. Alright. If you never used that before, it could be really helpful for games like this. Then we're gonna want to clone the object, 2 of these. So yeah. And first things first, just jumping in here. This will be our icon for our turret. I'm not going to do anything fancy. I'm just going to make it like a circle for now just to breeze through this. This is just going to represent our turret. And over here to the left, we're going to add a red square to it to show that this has been selected. Make it a bit bolder by going 2 pixels. And you're good. Alright. And rename this turret icon. Oh, and since we now have a turret icon, we can put a description for it. Fires a single projectile towards the target, and you can put like does it like every so or so seconds if you want to be specific for the player. But now that we finally have that, we can make that invisible for now. You can even lock it, and if you need to edit it, go to description, pick new, have another paragraph, and well, you'll see what I mean later. What we're also going to need is, what is this? Active 3? Okay. This is going to be our mouse cursor. Yes, we're going to need one of those. And make that whatever color you want, but I'm going to go with yellow again. It's just what I do. I'm going to try to keep it in the center. Shoot, that's bad. Okay. That's close enough. Yeah, make sure that it's the hotspot and the view spot is right. Even though it was only like a pixel off, it doesn't make too much of a difference, but better be safe than sorry. For this last one, it is going to be, you go over here to add the size, 64 by 64, just like the, just like we did for the grid out there. It's going to be this color, like normally, and this color when it's selected. You'll see why we do that later. Okay, and with that done, let's duplicate a few of these. Eight by, you know what, we're only gonna need 2, I think. Ah, dang it, I meant to do that. I should do the complete opposite. Whoops. Duplicate. Yeah. There we go. Okay, wait. Make that 10. Sorry, I don't use this too often. 10 by 2. Dang it, I did it again. Okay. For real this time. Okay. Another thing, you're going to want to move that 3 down here to the very bottom. And, and move the 3 down to the 2? Okay. I'm confused. Okay, so that's the third. Move this back up. Sure, icons where it should be. You want sure icon, move that to the second. Move the mouse cursor to the second. And then move that back down to 1. There we go. That's exactly how it's supposed to be. Although, shoot, now that I think about it, is back up and delete these last 2 ones, because we'll have like no need for them, like taking up space for the icons, and then move it back. Sorry about that detour, everyone. Alright, rename this cursor and rename this placement tile, and we can get started. Okay, initial direction, that's probably not too important, but make sure the initial direction is to the right for those. Oh, one more thing. Movement. I might mess up on this, but okay, movement 1 is meant to be static. Oh shoot, I forgot to delete that. Oh, well, I'll just delete it now. Movement 1, static. Let me add another one. This one is going to be drag and drop. Drag method, none. Heck, we might not even need second movement, but I want to have it, then don't have it. You'll see what I mean later. Okay, frame editor. Have those inactive. Not important that I do, but we won't be using this right now from the last tutorial. Okay. So first off, mouse is over an object. The turret icon, we're going to want to change the direction of the icon to the left to show that it's highlighted. And of course we check it down here, negate it, and set the direction to the right. Oh. Alright. And upon clicking on an object, the turret icon. We set the direction back to this, except now we also create another object. No, wait, we don't create. We set the direction to that, and sorry, I was thinking of another method. I haven't quite gotten it right. And compare the direction of the turret icon to this direction, and insert. Mouse is over an object. Placement tile. There we're going to want to change the direction of the placement tile to the left. Then then direction of the placement tile is to the left. Insert. User clicks on an object. Placement tile. And insert once more. Limit conditions. Only one action when event loops. Create object. Turret relative to placement tile, or yeah, that sounds right. Oh, right. One other thing. When I did the placement tile, I don't think nope, just do that super quick, and we'll just get back to what we were doing. Okay, one last thing. I guess this would be, okay, create that at that, and also create object, create detector relative to the turret. Okay, and once we have that, one other thing before we test this out. Mouse pointer is over the turret icon. In description, we're going to want to turn that, make that reappear, and then set paragraph to, well, 1, because that's the only one we have. Then if it isn't like over turret icon, then we'll make it invisible. There we go. Let me save this real quick and run this. Oh, right. One last thing, because I couldn't see the thing. Make always. Like, let me do that. Okay. So don't know. Always. Bring it. I like to always keep my always tabs up here. Let me delete this. Always position, set X coordinate, current X position of the mouse, and position, set Y coordinate, and current Y position of the mouse. Just make sure that the cursor is always following your mouse. And I had the mouse invisible. You can go back and make it invisible if you want, if you don't want it. If you want it or don't, that's fine, but I think it's a bit distracting. Okay, fires projectile towards the target. Click on it. Click. If we click. Okay, so I figured out what went wrong. First things first. Here, mouse pointer is over turret icon. Yeah. Remember when I had to set direction? Undo that, please. Because that's where I was messing up. It was causing, well, basically, it was contradicting the original coding. So, but when you do click on it, you do want to go to the left to be selected. And here, we're going to want to copy this, except when the mouse pointer except negate it when the mouse pointer isn't over the thing. Trust me, that'll save you a lot of trouble. And is it facing that way? I'll set it back this way to the right because you want it to be unselected. And then if your icon is facing the right, then you don't want any of the placement tiles selected, so we're gonna want to set the direction back to, well, right. Okay, if we try that out, so the only indication you have is that it's facing this way. Oh, sure, no, yeah. So the only indication that you have that it's selecting that is that the description, but it's better than nothing. Then when you click on it, it shows red. And I don't know, maybe you can use like the right click to unselect it if you want. But as you can see, it selects this now. Only thing is, and here's like the one downside, if you go across here, because it's duplicated and not cloned, I did it to save space, but yeah, you can. Yeah, it causes that trace thing. I know that's like really distracting, but once you click, like it still counts as the tile that it's over. And because you don't have a set amount of money for this, you can basically, if you wanted to, you could just spam it. But we're not gonna do that. So if you don't like this, the only downside is that it's selected like every time you like go over them. Like that. Other than that, I think it works really well. Except I think the turrets are a little too big now. But yeah. And just real quick, I'm gonna show you that if you want to, like right now, this is kind of like a Bloons Tower Defense thing, except more horizontal than vertical. But if you wanted to, I could take this. And, well, we can't duplicate it from there, can we? And bring this down. Duplicate 4 rows of 9. And that works. And we're going to create just one. Okay, and then if you want to, like, say your spawner is here at the start, then we could delete this, and this one, and just basically create like a path. Like you remember, like your target follows path movement. You have the path be this way, and like Bloons Tower Defense Force, you have to stop them from reaching one direction to another. Or you could like put the spawner down here, have the balloons spawn across here to go through. Yeah, there. And I'm not gonna do like full-fledged map. You know how to y'all know by now how to do it. I shouldn't have to. Not saying I shouldn't have to hold y'all's hands, but come on, I know you guys are smart. So yeah, this is pretty cool. Again, it's not perfect, but this is my own engine, and the reason it took me so long to make these tutorials was because it was so hard finding out different ways to do this, and this was one of the best ways I could come up with. Again, not perfect, but at the same time, it works. Okay, one more thing I want to test out. But first, that white background, let's do something about that. Just for now, let's just turn it brown. So the white just isn't showing up all that much. one other thing I want to do is make the detector visible so that we could test that out real quick. You know, because it's supposed to appear over the turret and not duplicate, so like you won't have like two overlaying things over themselves. Speaking of overlays, one important thing, the very most important thing about turret placement: turret collisions overlapping another object, turret, then you're gonna delete that turret or destroy it. Thing is, if two turrets are like overlapping each other, well, no one wants that. So, I don't know. I guess that would just destroy each other. Huh? Oh. Oh, right. I put back on the coding for the turret. I turned the coding back on, like the activate deactivate line. I accidentally turned that back on. But yeah, you can see the once your mouse is over the turret, it shows the detectors for all of them. Yeah, those targets only aren't supposed to be there. But yeah, I guess that's a way, like maybe you can like sell your turrets if they overlay like that. Oh, right, but it should also destroy the detectors too. So destroy the detectors. Oh wait, but also destroys that turret's detector. Whoops. That is odd. Well, give me a moment. Alright, took me 2.5 bloody freaking weeks, but I finally got it, and it was so simple. Oh man. Okay, first you go to detector, pick or count, have all detectors been destroyed, insert, go to the turret, pick or count, says compared to the number of turret objects, greater or equal to 0, and what you're going to want to do is create a, basically we're just going to create detector over like the turrets, but we can drag this down since it already does that, then delete create turret from placement tile. There we go. And then it'll work exactly how I planned on it to work. Ta-da! Works practically, so the detectors are now practically independent. Hooray! So, I'll see y'all next video. Like and subscribe for more, and thank you for watching.